Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you are one of my current subscribers, I am so grateful for your support. I'm so glad that you're here as well. Today we're going to just be looking at some January inspired winter seasonal palettes. This is just a fun video just to take a look at these palettes, just look at the color stories. I just went through all my eyeshadow palettes and just chose the ones that to me look the most wintry. So I've got a whole pile of palettes here. It's going to be a fun video just going through looking at the color stories for each one. I'm going to show you the palette that I used to create this eye look today, so stay tuned for that. And then throughout the month of January, I am planning to use some of these palettes to create some shorts, and I'll be putting those up on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first palette. These are in no particular order. This is not a ranking. This is just a fun time to go through and look at some beautiful color stories on some very wintry looking palettes. So the first one we're going to look at comes from the Wet n Wild Disney Villains collection. This is the Beautiful Destroyer palette. This one is the one inspired by Maleficent and Ursula, and it is very beautiful. It is very purple and blue heavy, and it is perfectly curated for winter time, especially these nice icy blues. This mix of blue and purple here is really pretty for a wintry look. We've got some nice kind of light pinks and purples over here, and then this nice beautiful kind of champagne pinky kind of color. So definitely this is a very nice, very light shimmery palette, and I think it would be great for winter time, really to capture just those beautiful icy looks that we see in the winter, and again just kind of that cold girl look with the pink. So this is definitely a really beautiful color story for any time of year, but especially for winter time. The second palette on this list is going to come from ColourPop. This is one of their small, just kind of monochromatic palettes that they have. This one is on Cloud Blue. It is a nice, beautiful, icy light palette, and you can definitely see this color story is very much wintry. It definitely has a lot of very nice, beautiful, icy kind of baby blues. It's got some beautiful blue shimmers, and then even a beautiful, icy, snowy white shimmer. So this is such a beautiful palette. It's just a few pans. There's 9 in here, but it definitely packs a large punch for winter. So definitely this one had to make it on the list. The next palette is going to be very similar to the last one. This is another one of those monochromatic ColourPop palettes. This one is Blue Moon. This one is such a beautiful palette. This one is a little bit darker than the On Cloud Blue. It does have another icy snowy white color in here, and then definitely some deeper shades. These are definitely for some of those more deeper, moody kind of winter looks that we want to make, and definitely this is very similar to the other palette. They would go well together, but this one is definitely beautiful on its own. You can definitely get a lot of depth with some of these darker blue shades, so this one is definitely a great winter palette. The next palette we're going to take a look at comes from Taste Beauty, and this one is the Tinkerbell palette from one of their Disney collections. It is a really pretty palette, absolutely gorgeous. It's got kind of this raised butterfly on here. It is really, really pretty. And then the color story on the inside is so beautiful. Definitely this one reminds me of winter time. It's got some of these really nice kind of dark, deep brown shades, kind of when all the trees are dead. It's just a really kind of atmospheric, moody kind of time of year. So we've definitely got a lot of that in here. And then there's, of course, this beautiful snowy icy blue shade right here, and a little bit of kind of some bluish green colors down here as well, just to kind of capture frost and maybe kind of frozen lakes, things like that. So this one definitely looks like a very wintry palette to me, and definitely the color story is really, really beautiful inside. So I definitely wanted to include this one on our winter palette list. The next palette on our winter palette list is going to come from Hard Candy. This is from their Girl Scout line. This one is the Buttery Bestie. This one is based on their shortbread cookies. And this one smells really good. It definitely smells like a Girl Scout cookie. And it is a really beautiful color story. It is nice and light and neutral for the most part, but it definitely has some beautiful pops of blue. We've got a nice beautiful blue shimmer. We've got some pressed glitter, and then a really nice deep blue matte here. So you can really make some very deep, very pretty looks with this palette, and definitely has a lot of shimmer and some brightness, like we see the sun reflecting on the snowy ground. So this one definitely with those pops of blue is very wintry and is very, very pretty. So this one definitely had to make it on the list. The next palette that I pulled from my collection is actually one of my newest palettes. I've recently used it a couple of times in some videos and I've really enjoyed using it. It is my first time using Nomad Cosmetic, and it is the Christkindlmarkt palette. This was such a beautiful Christmas release. If you have not watched the video where I used this for the first time, definitely check that one out. I'll put the link in the description box below. My family lived in Germany for about 4 years, so this one really just resonated with me. It reminded me of my childhood. I talk a lot about that and share some pictures in that other video, so definitely check that out. But this is just such a beautiful color story. Of course, it is very Christmassy with all the reds and greens, but of course Christmas is during winter, and this definitely has some nods to just the winter season overall, especially with these two beautiful blue shades here. They are so stunning. They are such beautiful shimmers. So we definitely could create a very matte look and a very neutral look with some of these lighter shades like this one here on this side, and this darker brown and this darker black over here with some beautiful pops of blue. There is a little bit of a silver shimmer over here. So there is a lot to work with in this palette, especially to create a very wintry inspired look. This Paper Star shade has a little bit more of a pink undertone to it, but it's definitely very glossy and icy, and definitely could represent that, again, that sun hitting the snow and hitting the ice as it's melting. So it definitely could go really well with these two blue shades. So this one definitely is a very Christmassy, very wintry palette, and is very, very perfect for this time of year. We have another palette from ColourPop. This is the Toy Story palette, The Toys Are Here. This is such a cute palette. I absolutely love the packaging on this one. This is the back of it. It is just so, so cute. And the color story in this one definitely reminds me of winter as well. It's got some bright colors in here, but it's definitely got some just lighter, sort of more pastel kind of colors that definitely represent winter. Of course, these two beautiful blue shimmers, very similar to the Christkindlmarkt palette, and even in the placement of them as well. But they are so beautiful, so wintry. I love this light pink shade up here. This one definitely has a nice light wintry shade as well. Of course, we've got all of this kind of dark neutral and kind of brown shades, again, sort of the dead trees of wintertime. This shade right here, even though it's purple, it's definitely got some just kind of lightness to it. It definitely reflects in the sunlight and definitely looks kind of wintry as well. And then, of course, having a white matte is perfect for winter time, just that really beautiful, pure white snow. Whenever I am creating a look and I want a pure white matte, maybe for an inner corner highlight or something like that, I usually pull out this palette. This white is so beautiful and so pigmented. It is a great one to use, so definitely I'll use this even when I'm creating a look with another palette. But there is just so much lightness, just a very nice light color story here, and we have these pops of blue as well. So this is a very wintry looking palette. It is super pretty, and of course I had to include this one on our winter palette list. Of course, no list of winter palettes would be complete without the Cosmic Beauty Winter Wonderland palette. This is the epitome of winter palettes for me. This is such a beautiful color story. I'm sure you've seen it many times before. I've created a video with this one as well. I can put a link for this one in the description box below as well, so definitely check that out. It is so, so beautiful. This color story is absolutely amazing. I love this shade here and this one here. They are so beautiful, so shifty in the light. Cosmic Beauty formula is so gorgeous, and it just works so well. It is so pigmented and blendable, and is absolutely stunning. This color story, of course, had to be on this list, and really it needs no explanation. This is just such a beautiful winter palette. So I'm so excited to continue to use this one this year and just to create some beautiful wintry looks. The next palette on the list also comes from Cosmic Beauty. This one, of course, is a little less obvious than the Winter Wonderland palette, but I still think that the color story here really represents this time of year, and that's going to be this Serenity palette. Even just looking at the outer cover, this just looks like winter to me, and maybe just kind of that aurora borealis and just really that just beautiful kind of wintry skies. And then the color story, of course, is reflected in that outer packaging, and I really think that this is a beautiful wintry palette. Of course, we've got some nice icy blues and some like this one as well. We've got a little bit of range in the kinds of blues, which is really nice. We can definitely deepen up with something like this shade or even this one over here. So we've got a lot of blue in here that really represents winter time. This opal shade is really pretty. It is nice and light and iridescent, perfect for that kind of glinting on the ice shade again. We've got some purple in here that definitely goes with winter time. This beautiful Serenity shade is nice and silvery. So there is a lot in here that really looks like winter to me. It's some nice light pastel shades in here, like this purple one and this green one, this orange one. So definitely just a lot of nice lightness to go for a perfect winter palette. So this one might not be as obvious as the Winter Wonderland palette, but I definitely think it is also very wintry, and I think it would complement the Winter Wonderland palette really well. The next palette that we're going to take a look at comes from BH Cosmetics. This is the Smitten in Switzerland palette. Of course, I picked this one mostly just for the packaging. It definitely is very wintry, very icy and snowy. And then the color story inside is really, really pretty. We've got a nice, beautiful blue here. And then all of the other colors in here are definitely very wintry. They're just very kind of dark, muted kind of colors, but they are absolutely gorgeous, definitely representing more of that winter time where everything is just nice and cold and dark outside, and just really represents this time of year. So it is very, very pretty. This is a beautiful palette, and definitely wanted to include this one in this list. One of my favorite winter palettes comes from one of my friends on YouTube. Her name is Andrea Marie. This is her brand, Andrea Marie Cosmetics, and it is the Icy Praise palette. This is such a cute little wintry palette. It is absolutely beautiful. It's just a little 9-pan palette, and it is so stunning. I did create a look with this one as well with some first impression, so definitely check out the link below for that one as well. But this is such a beautiful color story. We've got some nice, really rich, beautiful blues in here. We've got some sort of kind of icy lake kind of colors here in the middle with sort of an aqua kind of bluish green color. And then of course we've got some silver and some pure whites up here with some shimmer and a matte. So this is such a beautiful quintessential winter palette, and I'm definitely excited to have this one in my collection and to include it on this list. The next to last palette on this list is one that is definitely very wintry, very much curated for this time of year, and that's going to be the Gourmande Girls Frozen Kiss palette. This is such a pretty palette. I absolutely love the packaging and the shape of this package, and I just used this one, and this is actually the palette that I have on my eyes today to create this look. I did film that video, so if you would like to see how I got this look, definitely check that out in the description box below. But this is such a beautiful color story. I absolutely loved getting to dip into these colors, take some swatches, and get to see how this performs. It is so beautiful. It definitely has a little bit more of a muted look in the palette, but it is very rich, very vibrant when you put it on the skin and on the eyes. The shimmers in here are so beautiful and so shiny. You can see a little bit of these purpley shimmers on my eyelid today. It is just absolutely a stunning palette. It just has that really nice deep dark color story that we want for winter time, and the colors in here are absolutely beautiful. So of course the Frozen Kiss palette had to be on our list today. And I will say that I think that I saved one of the best for last on this list. This is really one of my new favorite palettes. I got this as a Christmas gift. I created a video with this, so you can definitely check out the link in the description box below for this as well. But this is from Bella Beauté Bar, and this is the Come Play With Us palette. This is such a beautiful palette. It is representing the movie The Shining, which of course is a nice creepy, eerie, wintry kind of movie. So the color story inside definitely represents the holiday time. It represents winter time, and so this is just such a versatile palette. Of course, the entire movie, if you have seen it, is set in pretty much the middle of a blizzard, so we definitely have a lot of that represented here with this beautiful isolation shade, twins, typewriter. We've got some nice, beautiful, buttery, deep mattes. We've got Frostbite and Blizzard, Shine, and then 237 that all are such amazing shimmers, and they beautifully, beautifully represent this movie, and they also represent that wintry, just frozen kind of vibe. So we have so much to work with here, so many beautiful colors, and so this color story is definitely very wintry and definitely represents the movie very well and represents this time of year very well. So that sums up our list of all of these wintry palettes from my collection. I had so much fun going through all of these with you and just taking a look at these beautiful color stories inside and just really seeing all of this beautiful seasonal makeup. If you enjoyed watching this video and seeing some of these color stories again, definitely keep an eye out for some shorts coming up in the month of January, and I'll be sharing some looks using some of these palettes as we're moving forward. I am so grateful that you took the time to watch this video today. It really means so much to me for you to support my channel and to support me, so thank you. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let's get a conversation started all about wintry palette. What is your favorite wintry palette? Was it one on this list or maybe one that I don't have? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really means so much to me when you do. And if you would love to see more makeup tutorials or palette piles like this coming in the future, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.